Good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to the show. It's time for Viewpoint on a Friday as we look forward to the weekend. Thank you so much for having supported the show throughout the week and throughout the years. As a matter of fact, this is one of the longest running talk show on radio, and we have made a mark, not only here, but throughout the Caribbean region, because we do have followers in all of the islands. I want to say a special good afternoon to those of you who are following the live stream on TV Carib. Just go to TV Carib on your browser, tvcarib.com. And when you get there, you just you click on listen live, and you'll be able to see the conversation. Not just listen to it as you would on radio, but you'll be able to look at it online or even on your handheld device. If you have trouble getting there, you can use my website as well. That is seamorejournal.com. And when the page opens, there's a banner right at the top that says Viewpoint with Wendell Moore. You simply click on it, and you'll be able to view the faces behind the conversation. All right, as we approach the weekend, I do have here with me Pascalle Wong-A-Foe, who is the marketing and communications manager at Winair. We'll be having a conversation about what Winair is doing now. I've seen just recently they had a wedding in Bastia, I believe it was, where I think they were lauding having connected Barbados with St. Kitts, and the other things that they're doing, and it's important for my listening audience and the Caribbean region to know what Winnie is doing. So with that said, let me warmly welcome Pascalle here with me, who is going to be... Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Moore.
Yeah. All is well?
All is very well.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. It's good to know that you give consideration to the fact that being here would be able to provide more information to the traveling public when it comes to what Winnie is doing. What would you say you are most excited about with what Winnie is doing now, bearing in mind the need for travel throughout the Caribbean? Is there something that strikes you when it comes to what Winnie is doing?
Definitely. Winair is expanding. We're developing new routes. We developing inter-island, trying to get inter-island hopping and seamless connections throughout the Caribbean as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So we're developing new routes, new destinations. We have a new route coming up by the end of this month to Port of Spain. From St.Maarten, direct flights, non-stop. So a lot of exciting things coming up this year.
The wedding in St. Kitts, what was about that?
The wedding in St. Kitts, we had an inaugural flight in St. Kitts.
Oh, it was an inaugural flight.
Inaugural flight, correct. So we have routes from St. Kitts directly to Barbados, from Tortola, St. Kitts, and to Barbados. So that is separate from our routes via St.Maarten. We are actually starting to create St. Kitts and Barbados as a hub in the Caribbean. So we have direct flights with our ATR between St. Kitts, Barbados, Tortola, and Dominica.
What's the difference with the ATR?
Oh, the ATR is much bigger.
Excuse me.
Yeah, the ATR is a 42-seater. So we have a lot of seats, and a Twin Otter is a small plane.
Joanne. Thank you.
And it's easier to land with a Twin Otter on the smaller runways.
Okay.
Especially made for those small runways. Our pilots are trained to fly to land on the airstrips like St.Maarten, Saba, and you need a very good small plane like that, like the Twin Otter. But then you have the ATR to do the distance.
Capacity of the ATR.
Of course, there's bigger capacity, but there's also a longer distance that you can fly with it.
Mm-hmm. I know your safety record is bad now. Is that something that you still work on to make sure that it is guaranteed when it comes to travel?
Yeah. Of course, it's our main priority. It's our first priority. Our passengers and our planes to be safe. Absolutely. We make it internally also our priority. So we have a regular safety trainings. We have a safety reporting system where our staff plus passengers can report anything they see or anything that's safety-wise they have to report, and we reward our staff for reporting.
Yeah.
We have a safety reporting reward system, and we have safety champions on a regular basis. And definitely we have a very good reputation at Winair. Knock on wood, but we've not had any major incidents. We are very reliable, and I'm very proud actually to be part of that.
I'm not sure where the decision making is when it comes to the cost of travel between the Caribbean. But what can you say in terms of whether or not any consideration is given to the cost of travel? That's one of the big complaints that most people have traveling through the region.
Well, Winair positions it as the connector of the Caribbean, and of course, we definitely keep in mind the costs that are there. Besides the fact that we're starting to do regular promotions and special deals, we in our usual fare we definitely consider that. We know that in traveling throughout the Caribbean can be expensive. What I would like everybody to know is that the taxes, the airport taxes in the Caribbean are different for every island.
Okay.
Right? And it's not our decision. It's not something we can decide on.
Yeah.
And if you would like to travel to several destinations within the Caribbean, of course you have to pay this different taxes of the islands. So we can do a very low fare, but we have no control over the government fees that are added, and that's actually what makes traveling throughout the Caribbean expensive. Not only that, something very important is that the landing strips in the Caribbean are very different to larger airstrips in the US or in Europe. For example, think about the landing strip in Saba. It's the shortest runway in the world, I think.
Yeah.
And you have to have specialized pilots to fly to be able to land on those aircrafts. And with the dealing with the wind, with the type of aircraft that they're flying, we have to train the pilots. And also sometimes due to the weather, flights cannot go and they are cancelled, or we have to reschedule them because you have to. Think about the safety first, and if there's anything with weather that we cannot fly, we have to reschedule, which means that we have to take care of our passengers that cannot fly at that moment, and that brings a lot of cost. Sometimes you have to overnight them in a certain location, and it's also a cost for the airline. So all of these costs, come up to a fare that we have to calculate.
Yeah.
And it's not as easy as you think it is to create a fare.
What about filling these seats when you're traveling? If that happens on a regular basis, in other words, if more people use Winair for travel, would that affect any? That
would definitely help, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
But there's not a lot of... you have to also consider that the amount of... the capacity in the different smaller islands is not as big. So we can fill the whole plane, we can put it in a jet, for example. But if the island doesn't have the capacity, the hotel capacity, the hospitality capacity to cater to all of these people, it's impossible. So you have to consider that some islands are quiet, but they still need a connection.
Okay, that most recent inaugural flight that you had to St. Kitts, was there a demand for that, or how did you determine that this is a route that you should really pick up?
Yeah, there are different factors that we consider. We have a whole management team that says, hey, Winair is expanding. We have some room for expanding. We would like to be stronger in the Caribbean. And then we also look at our partner airlines or our colleague airlines to say, Caribbean Airlines is plus our partner, and also was pulling out of several routes in St. Kitts and Barbados, so we jumped in for that. So there's different considerations to that route.
So how would you describe your reach right now when it comes to, because we have lots of people here from most of the islands in the Caribbean, and on occasion they'd like to travel back home.
Right.
You must have heard of Lee at one time, which was
Absolutely.
considered the airline that was really covering the whole Caribbean.
Yeah.
So you're expanding at this time.
Yes.
What you reached? You go to Antigua, you go to St. Vincent, Barbados, Antigua. How
We go to
what you
17
reach?
destinations. in
17?
Caribbean. Yes.
And that
17,
includes
and we're trying to expand for that.
even more.
Even more. Even more. Our goal is really to connect everybody in the Caribbean.
Okay.
So absolutely, our number one is the diaspora in the Caribbean. People that need to go home, visit their family, and sometimes it's for a nice occasion, such as to see the family, anniversaries, or sometimes it's also for a not so nice occasion, but they have to go there for a funeral or to see.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of cases. People need to be connected, and that's what Winair is here for. Indeed, we know Liat, but Winair is the St.Maarten.
Yeah, we need St.Maarten. I guess you can consider that service as an export from St.Maarten.
Yes, as a vital connector.
Like you just mentioned about funerals and all that kind of stuff. I remember I had an emergency just in November and had to fly to Nevis. You weren't flying to Nevis at one stage, but I think you are covering both Nevis and St. Kitts.
Nevis, yes, St. Kitts, but now we also have direct flights to Nevis.
Okay.
We're working very closely together with the Tourism Bureau of Nevis to promote that we have direct routes to Nevis as well.
What about Montserrat?
Montserrat
which is
as well.
also
Definitely.
an area that was most forgotten, all because of maybe the unfortunate situation that they had, but now you connect.
So Montserrat Tourism Bureau is working very closely with Winair as well. And sometimes it's a lot of input from the tourism bureaus as well to make sure that they're promoting their island so that we are able to fill our flights.
And the ways to get there would be
make it
winning.
viable, correct.
Yeah.
To make it a win-win for both. So we started the routes to Montserrat, and they're doing actually very well. Montserrat is fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's a proud moment for Winair.
Yeah.
That we are having this reach throughout the Caribbean. In hindsight, you would want to believe that this is going to continue to grow. But is there any challenges that you might need to get over in order? And I guess one of them would be filling the seats. Because you don't want to fly empty planes, do you?
No. We don't want to fly empty planes. It's we've done very well in the past years. We've grown from few destinations, 4 or 5 destinations, to now 17 destinations. We I think might have got lucky with certain situations that some other airlines made room for Winair, and we work very closely together with other airlines as well. So we cover each other. We have interline agreements with the larger airlines such as KLM, Air France, British Airways, JetBlue, and that also helps to fill our seats. So they sell our tickets and we sell their tickets.
Yeah. What about the handling? Does that mean that you have to expand on your fleet of or the persons working for you, or you have handlers that take care of these reservations and connections in other islands?
We have handlers in the other islands. We worked very closely together with our handlers and agents in the other islands. But in St.Maarten, we have our own handlers.
Yeah.
So the handlers that work with us are Winair staff.
All right. Something I wanted to ask about when it comes to you expanding. Does it mean that I know you have the ATR now, which is a bigger plane, but does it mean that you are also expanding by the amount of airplanes that you're using?
We're looking at expanding. It's not we need to find good equipment, of course, but we also are looking for employees.
Okay.
So we're expanding from all sides with equipment, but also with employees. We are always looking for good opportunities. We train our pilots. We have we might look at larger equipment, but for now the ATRs we just recently got our fourth ATR.
4.
Right, we have 4
Okay.
ATRs, and we own actually 2 of them, which
Okay.
we're very proud of.
So the other 2 were rented?
2 are
Lease.
what lease?
Lease, yeah.
Lease, sorry.
So how many airplanes will you have?
9 in total. We have a fleet of 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that allow you to comfortably cover
Yeah,
just about...
we're doing very well.
Yeah.
They have a scheduling system that works, and when one is in service, the other one flies the route.
So what would folks have to do in order to get more information from Winair? Obviously, you'll drive me to your website, I would want to believe.
Yeah.
But standard information as to where and how to get where and where in the Caribbean.
We are working very hard on our website. We're also working on an AI option, like a chat bot that
Okay.
can answer all the questions for our passengers and visitors. We're developing our social media channels more and more, so we can interact and engage with our passengers more. It's all a work in progress, because as we expanded and we grew so much in the last years, we have to also expand our marketing department,
Yeah.
of course. So that's all a work in progress, but we're definitely working on communicating, creating our better communication with our passengers.
I would want to believe that the more the public knows about what Winnie is doing,
Yes.
the easier it is for us to answer questions when asked. How can we get to wherever? Because you have all these regions. You still have flights to Anguilla? Do you?
To Anguilla, we don't have flights.
Oh,
No.
What
We were in talks with Anguilla Air, but it's not my department. I'm not sure how far we are with the partnerships.
okay.
Yeah.
All
At
right.
one point we used to fly there.
Yeah,
It was
I know.
before my time.
Yeah, but you do go to St.Maarten, which is close
Yes,
by.
St.Maarten is doing very well for us. We fly sometimes in high season up to 40 times per day to St.Maarten.
I mean,
Fly a
it's
lot.
it's not very long, but how do you respond to people? Oh, I don't like these small planes.
Oh, I can tell you. I just came from St. Bart's yesterday. I did a day trip to St. Bart's on our Twin Otter. It's not that small. It's, you cannot stand up and walk around in it. But if you see, compared to the other flights that go to St. Bart's, it's quite comfortable.
Oh.
And it's a very, very nice equipment. It's a very nice aircraft, I must say. So, the only thing when it's small is if you bring a lot of luggage. Then you
Yeah.
have then it's gonna be small, and then maybe your luggage is gonna come on the next flight.
Yeah, I know how that is. Luggage has become an important commodity nowadays when it comes to travel.
Yes.
And the carry-on, if you have just the carry-on, it's
Yeah,
an easier way.
Then it's good. Then it's good. Actually, talking about luggage and we work together with a very large cargo company.
Okay.
The largest one in the world. It's called World Cargo Solutions,
Right.
and we started now using our aircrafts for cargoes to say Bastasia, Curaçao, and Aruba.
So you mean some of
So
the
if you have a package to send from St. Maarten, you send
okay.
it with it's not via with Winair,
okay.
via the company. So we have a nice good partnership with them.
So is there ever a
Perfect.
time that you're traveling to, let's say, St. Bart's, but most of what you're carrying, most of your cargo is luggage?
Yes, if it's via Winair, it's definitely luggage.
And the person may be already there.
No, it depends. It depends. We have a lot of flights going up, so if the flight is full, it may happen that your luggage comes in on the next flight.
Okay.
But then we have a flight every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
To St. Bart's.
to St. Bart's.
Yeah.
So the baggage will definitely reach, and it also depends if what your fare is that you're paying
Yeah.
to transfer it. We have a new fare family structure, so we make it comfortable for and feasible for people that are business travelers.
Yeah.
they don't want luggage
Yeah.
included, and then we have a special fare for them. So we have 4 different fares on our website.
Okay.
And we have a very flexible fare, which is our prime fare structure. And also we offer a meet and greet service for passengers that travel from connecting flights. If they don't want to, we offer a service where we have an agent take care of the luggage to connect it to St. Bart's. And in this case, it's only to St. Bart's for now, this service. And then they wait in a special meet and greet area at our airport. BPI.
So things are looking up for Winair.
Yes, we've developed so many nice new things for our
Alright.
passengers.
Okay, I'm going to take a break. When I come back, we're going to talk about possible packages that you might be promoting or putting on for people who might want to travel throughout the Caribbean. All right, I'm speaking to Pascalle Wong-A-Foe, who is the marketing and communications manager there at Winair. We'll continue a conversation with her and find out more about what Winair is doing right after we take a break. And welcome back to Viewpoint for today, Friday. Pascalle Wong-A-Foe is here with me. She's the marketing and communications manager at Winair. We've covered quite some, Pascalle, but I believe one of the good questions to ask is there anything that travelers from St.Maarten within the sound of our voice at this moment can look forward to when it comes to traveling throughout the rest of the Caribbean? Any incentives?
Yes, absolutely. We have coming up January 30, 31st, and February 1st, 3 days of incredible sales. We call it the coconut deals. It's just a fun name of for the campaign.
Play with words.
Yeah, correct. So it's 3 days of sales where if you book your flight for February, all destinations are $39.99. And if you book for March, all destinations are $29.99. And if you book for April, all flights are $19.99. Mind you, this is excluding taxes and fees.
Okay.
But it's only our fare and it's a one way. But it's an incredible deal. And
So they should. You think they should inquire more about?
they
about
should
this?
look
Because
forward to it. and they
this
should
sounds
make
like
more
a steal of a
booking.
deal.
It is a steal of deal. It's a crazy deal. It's a crazy deal.
So you're encouraging travel in February.
Yes. We have limited seats. We have we opened some seats for those fares.
Okay.
So soon
If
as
they
the-
fail, you're going to say,
yeah,
we don't have any room.
Per day we have a couple of seats open. I mean, we have more than 10,000 seats open actually, so throughout all the
so
destinations.
you got to strike some luck to be able to get something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Last year was our first year that we tried the coconut deals. It's a lot of explanations because those are incredible amounts, rates.
Yes.
And people think, okay, I'm gonna find something for $19.99, but you have to be fast.
Yeah.
You have to be fast.
What's the catch? Why you decide to?
No, the catch is just a stunt. Basically, yeah, we want people
but
to get to know
one or
Winair.
two people you're saying just might be lucky.
Actually, 10,000
strike.
people might be lucky throughout the Caribbean. It's throughout all the Caribbean, all the destinations. So not only from St.Maarten to Dominica, it's also say Dominica to St. Kitts.
Oh, that's
or St. Kitts
important.
to Barbados.
Yeah.
Or
So this is happening wherever you're selling
it's
tickets.
throughout the network.
Okay.
It's throughout the network. We have 10,000 seats open, and we have it's gonna be online on the 30th, the 31st, and February 1st. And we're gonna do this stunt basically about 3 times per year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you need to advertise that. So
It's going to
people
be
can know.
advertised.
Yeah.
It's going to be advertised. And also, nice to know is for seniors 65 plus. We work together with the government of St.Maarten to do reduced taxes and reduced fares, and that's for the Ceiba, Statia, Curaçao, and Aruba,
Within the
and
kingdom.
Bonaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, within the Dutch Caribbean. So we're working together to get a nice deal for senior citizens traveling. It's already online.
Okay.
This
So
interesting.
people need to keep their
They
ears
need to
open.
know. Yes, they need to know.
Yeah.
You need to know. And they need to, in order to book it though, they need to take the passport and go by the ticket office to show that they're actually 65 plus.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got to be traveling throughout the Dutch Caribbean.
Yeah, it's either from St.Maarten to Curaçao, Aruba, Stage or Saba or Bonaire.
Only from St.Maarten.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's the airport tax from St.Maarten that we've managed
that
to
would be
reduce.
waived. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And then that comes again to the fares of the whole Caribbean. It's always the governments of the islands that have to work with us in order to reduce the fares. For us.
So they can provide an incentive. You're saying if only they're willing.
Yeah.
To
see if it's feasible for them.
The fares.
So our government decided that it's good for our senior citizens to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's a senior citizens
And
special.
also what we're going to introduce at Winair is we already have a price freeze. That is, if you see a fare online and you want to think about it, you can freeze the price for 24 hours for $8. You can freeze that price so that it doesn't change. And what we're also introducing very soon, hopefully, is a layaway. So you can pay in installments.
Oh.
If you book a trip, it's very easy now to say I'm going to pay it in 4 installments.
How far ahead would that have to be able to enjoy the luxury of
that
paying
doesn't
it
matter.
installment?
You can book for as far. If you can book for a trip in 2 years, or you can book for a trip next month, or you can book for a trip at the end of the year.
And even if the price.
And then the price you book it now for the price, and we work with a third party that will pay the full fare, and then you pay the third party in installments.
Okay.
But they work very closely with airlines, so it's I think it's gonna be very good for people that would like to book their flight.
You're doing quite a lot.
Yeah, it's in development, so that's I think one of the nicest developments that we are doing.
Yeah.
But we have to implement it to the technical side from our website so that it's easy for the passengers to book, because they're used to coming to our office, our ticket office at the airport location on the side of the airport road. But now we've moved the ticket office to inside PGIA, Princess Juliana Airport.
That is important to know too, because there are a lot of folks who are familiar with having to go to that location,
correct,
the side of the road.
Yes,
buying tickets.
Yes.
Everything is moved now.
We've moved now
to the central airport.
I'm not sure if you heard about the unfortunate situation where we had a car crash into the building at one point, because we were right on the curve. So it was an unfortunate situation. Luckily, no serious injuries. But it gave us a push to move because we had to rebuild the structure of the building, and then it gave us a push to open our ticket booth at Princess Juliana
this
Airport.
happened after the hurricane, because another hurricane that totally demolished the building.
Yes, we have built up after the hurricane fast, really good, and we had a ticket office there. But now we have some space at the airport.
Yeah.
And since we're expanding, we need the office space, so we created some executive offices at that location at the airport road.
How much would you like people to go to the website and do their bookings there?
80% of our bookings are being done through the website, so I would like to encourage everybody to make the bookings through the website, because that is easier. You can manage your own booking. Even if you pay for your ticket, you can go back into the booking system, make some changes, add luggage, add travel insurance, which we do now.
Okay.
See what your check-in time is. You can do everything online. You can even get your boarding pass. And then when you reach the airport, you don't have to stand in line anymore. We have a self-check-in kiosk, which means you scan your passport by the kiosk, and you can also tag your own luggage. So you go to the luggage kiosk and you get your
it comes
label
out of the machine. Yes.
Yes, and you tag it yourself on the bag, and then there is a bag drop off location where you just drop the bag and you go up and you head up to the immigration and
so all of that could be done online.
So if you book, I mean, all of that is automated now, and that of course you cannot do online. You have to actually, when you're checking in, you have to go to the self check-in, or you can go online. But it saves a lot of time and people like it. it's being done in Europe and in the US, everywhere. And PGIA is very advanced, so we have very nice kiosks for all the airlines now, and we're proud that Winair also has its kiosk now.
How easy it is, or is it just as easy when you're traveling from other destinations that is not St. Maarten and you're booking? Let's say you're in St. Kitts and you want to book to Barbados.
It's very easy to book on. Well, to book online, we have a good website. The only thing is certain airports, they don't have the automated check-in. So in certain airports, I think St. Kitts is one of them, you have to still print your boarding pass. You have to still get it printed. Either you print it yourself.
So whatever you do online, you still have to check with the agents.
Well, you don't have to if you already check in online, which you can via our website. But sometimes you have the boarding pass on your phone, and in St. Maarten you can just scan it from your phone. But in certain airports, you still have to show the actual paper printed boarding pass. You can print it yourself via your own printer, or you can go to the check-in and get a printed boarding pass. And it's all depends on what the different islands airport have.
How is the transition for people who are accustomed to everything that once used to be done manually to now this highly technical way of traveling?
Yeah, that's just a curve that we have to cross. We have a lot of younger generation that doesn't do anything else but book on their mobile phone.
Yeah.
And we have people that book a lot online. Like I said, 80% of the people book online. But we still have in the Caribbean a lot of people that still go to the travel agents.
Yeah.
And they let them do the booking. And or people that come to our ticket
Can you
office.
get some of those deals via travel agents?
Not necessarily. Not our coconut deals is not through the travel agents.
It's for those
it's
online
only for
savvy
booking.
people
Yes.
who searching for cheap rates.
Yes. We want to stimulate our online booking.
Okay.
Definitely. We invest a lot in our systems. We are creating also an app. So a Winair app that's separate to the Winair website. So we really we're really looking for to the future. To make
I realize
the customer journey, customer experience as seamless as possible. And it starts, of course, from the booking, and it starts with the user friendliness of our site.
Yeah.
Which we listen to the feedback of passengers. We have all sorts of experts looking at it. So hopefully, we can improve that as much as possible.
I'm going to say something that is a little embarrassing, but Pascalle, I'm going to be one of those who are going to have to be at your counter making sure that I get things organized for travel.
Yeah, that's quite okay. We have the service. We have we have our agents ready to assist. Definitely, anytime we're there to 6 o'clock at the PGIA airport to help anybody, and then that's absolutely not a problem. And also, we have our travel agents that work with us. So, but we're ready to make the journey as easy as possible. We have you can call our customer service. They can also make the booking for you through the phone. You can send an email. They can also make the booking with email contact. So we try and help as much as we can, as best as possible.
Yeah. What would be your main message at this point to the whole region? Speak to the region about what they can expect of Winair, and that you're expanding the whole 9 years.
They can expect safety and reliability, and then they can expect connectivity. Because as we grow, we really want to be the number one connector throughout the Caribbean. That's our mission. And we're working closely with the different destinations, the tourism bureaus, the governments, all the authorities to get this experience as seamless as possible. Last year in October, we had a conference with all the immigration and customs officers from the different islands, and also we invited all our competitor airlines in the region to join us for that conference. So we as airlines got to ask our questions to the customs and immigrations of all different islands to see, hey, where can we work together better that our passengers have a better experience. What about documentation, and what are the requirements for our airlines, so that we got to ask all of our questions. And that initiative was taken by Winair. We hosted that here in St.Maarten. We flew all the heads officers over to St.Maarten, and we got a lot of questions answered. So the passengers need to know that we really have them in mind, and we consider connectivity and safety and reliability a number one priority. Of course, we know in airline it's just a very difficult industry. It's very hard to survive. And we've proven 65 years now that we are here to stay. We are celebrating its 65th anniversary this year.
Okay.
We're very proud. And we've grown from an airline 65 years ago connecting Seba and Stasia to now St. Bart's is one of our biggest, best doing route, Curacao and Aruba, definitely. And then we really want to develop the Southern Caribbean, Eastern Caribbean, St. Kitts, Barbados. It's time that these islands are well known in St. Maarten, and everybody loves St. Maarten for shopping. So also those people that live on those islands want to come back to St. Maarten to shop, to party, to experience our island.
So that connectivity is also available.
Oh, absolutely.
Get to St. Maarten.
To come to St. Maarten.
Yeah.
Sure, we're promoting St. Maarten. We're St. Maarten Airline. So
Yeah.
we're promoting our island.
17 islands. That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Covering the region. So as we look forward to what Winnie is doing, hopefully as you climb and as you expand and get bigger, you will be able to make it easier for people to travel throughout the Caribbean.
Hopefully we can make it easier. And with easy, I'm not sure if you mean the booking experience or the customer.
The possibility to travel.
The possibility to travel.
To these islands.
Yes, we're here.
Yeah.
We cover most of the islands, and we also do charters in case you want to charter a flight to somewhere where we don't fly. But of course, then we have a challenge with the U.S. The U.S. territories,
Yes.
such as St. Thomas. Or
Flying in is
the
not as
request
easy,
a lot.
yes.
Yeah, no, we don't have the license. We need to get a certain a license
Okay.
and landing rights
But what about
to go to those
Tortola?
islands.
You still do
Tortola?
Tortola?
We do. We have nice deals also to Tortola. I love Tortola. Yeah. We have the British Virgin Islands. So Tortola with the head landing airport. With Dominica, we have Antigua, we have St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Kitts and Nevis, Seba, Stasia, Curacao, Aruba, Bonaire, Montserrat. I think that's...
You don't do like
Actually,
the Dominican Republic? You don't do that?
Dominican Republic we're working on. We're working on Santiago.
Okay.
But it's not. We're working on it, and also we're working on Port of Spain, which we're gonna open by February 1st.
So Trinidad will be part of it too.
Trinidad will be part of it too.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
That's an exciting route. Everybody's excited about it.
Yeah, my colleague across the room sure would be more
Really?
excited.
Well, is happy to go. Yes. So it's gonna be a nice.
I
route
do
to develop.
use your flight to Nevis on a regular basis.
Oh.
So I'm pretty much pleased with the service provided. So I would want to believe that it is seamless just about everywhere you travel, you fly, and people should really take full advantage. I want you to wrap up by giving a little bit more information about that special that you're going to have.
The coconut deals.
The coconut deals. Yeah, the end of
It's January 30, 31st, and February 1st. So 3 days, full day of opportunity to book the flight for the coming 3 months. So in February, the prices are $39.99, and then in March, $29.99 and April $19.99, which is absolutely a fantastic
Steal for the
yes.
And
So
that
as soon as the clock
excludes
hits 12, bam, book online.
Yeah, so they have to go online and search for this, right?
They have to go online.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
it's
that difficult.
www.winair.com.
It's Winair.sx.
.sx.
Yes.
Winair.sx.
Winair.sx.
Make note of that, folks. www.winair.sx.
And then you type in the destination where you're going from and where you want to go to, and then you see if it's available. We have 10,000 seats open for this special deal throughout the Caribbean. So also not only from St.Maarten to a destination, but
You can
also
be
if you're in
any other
Barbados,
island, yes.
you can also make a booking to go to St. Kitts. And if you're in Curacao, you can make a booking to go to Aruba. So it doesn't need to always be from St. Maarten or to St. Maarten.
Yeah, but they have to go searching for this.
It's
online.
Yes, we have a special page on those days. So when you go on our website on the 30th, the 31st, or
Coconut deals, you say, right?
yes, or February 1st, you will see the booking page where you can do that booking for those deals. We're gonna
Alright.
make it easy for everybody.
So, well, thank you for what you've been doing in terms of building Winair to what it is now, because it's going to be the regional airline,
Yes,
as it seems. And you've expanded your fleet.
yes.
So
We have a fleet of 9 right now.
and
5
how many?
twin otters.
How many?
5 twin otters.
5 twin
and
otters
4 ATRs.
and 4 ATRs.
Yep.
The ATRs are the
The larger aircraft,
Yeah, large
so we can go
aircrafts.
a larger distance with it, and we can have more capacity.
yeah.
And it's very comfortable, good flights we have with it. We have expert pilots.
Your
Very
flights are
safe.
some of the flights are basically very quick, but those that are much longer, do you serve anything on that?
We do. If it's a longer flight, over an hour and a half, you get a snack or of course drink, water or
Oh.
juice.
Good to
Yeah,
know.
I mean, if it's a shorter flight, it's almost impossible to do
Yeah.
that service because you land in 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Not enough time for that.
That's not enough time for
Yeah.
it. And then the distance to the islands.
And you don't
through
use the
islands is
ATR closer either, only for the longer destinations?
short. That we do the service?
Not just the service, but the ATRs.
The ATRs, we cannot land them on the smaller islands. So here, for example, in Seba, we cannot land the ATR. It's a small
obviously
landing,
not. Yeah.
strip. So, but for the longer distance, we use the ATRs. St. Bart's, we have the smaller aircraft. West Asia.
Yeah. Let me take a call for you as we close.
This
Yes.
is PJD2, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes, how are you? Who am I speaking to, sorry?
You're speaking to Mr. Moore.
Hi, my name is Miguel from the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
I had a question. I was looking for Steven, or actually, I just wanted to ask, we want to send a personal invitation.
Okay. Just okay, sir. This is actually a live show. You're calling in, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
someone else will take a call and get you to Stephen, or maybe you can
Okay.
just call back. Yes, call back.
Okay, I'll call back. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, I thought someone
So
was
the Coast Guard had a question for Winair.
had a question for Winnie. Only one thing though that that might be a little critical, and it's not just for Winnie, but for travel throughout the Caribbean.
Yeah.
It's a little expensive, and I know people would like to do more travels, but hey, if we can see these prices coming down, and like you said, a lot of it has to do with the taxes that is charged at each individual airport. So if these governments can contribute, the only way to do so is probably to reduce some of the taxes and make life a little bit easier.
We have to
for
work very
travelers.
closely together with
Yeah, a
the
lot of
islands.
consultation, I'm sure.
Yes, that takes a lot of meetings and agreements, and people also need to consider the special equipment that we use
Yes.
to land on the smaller airstrips. We have special equipment. We need to do special training for the pilots.
Yeah.
We have to consider all the environmental, like wind, heavy rain.
Yeah.
It is very difficult, and sometimes we have to delay flights cancel flights, take care of our passengers, make sure they have a place to stay if in the event that we cannot fly.
Yes.
We have to reschedule because of the sundown. For example, not all the airports have all lights. For example, St.Maarten doesn't have lights at the
don't
airport.
have
So
lights.
after sundown, we cannot take off or land there.
Okay.
So if we have a delay, and it's sometimes not our fault, it's been caused by
Whatever.
a
Yes.
connection flight or whatever.
Other nature.
Yeah, exactly. We incur those costs.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But that seldom happens though, because we in the tropics, we're most of the time.
Actually, it's very windy here. So we have to consider that our pilots need a specific type of a training for those conditions.
Okay.
And if we have a delay, we need to be able to cover the cost for our passengers.
Yeah.
So all of that has
And
to be
safety
considered.
is-
Of course, safety number
Number
one.
one.
If anything, our head chief pilot will say, we don't fly. We have
Yeah.
to take care of our passengers. We
Okay.
have to calculate that in the cost.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and then the taxes for the different islands. If you want to do island hopping, you have to pay the taxes for every island,
Yeah.
and it adds up, unfortunately. But then again, the taxes from the islands make the island what it is right now.
Yeah.
The beautiful Caribbean that we have here, you cannot compare it to anywhere in the world. And actually, if you know the islands, you're from the island, you should be proud to be able to contribute to the beautifulness of all of our islands.
Well, if nothing else that St.Maarten has to offer to the rest of the world and the region,
Yeah.
we have the service that we're providing by our own airline, Winair, that is now connecting the Caribbean, which is a special feeling, I'm sure.
Yeah, so if you compare it to what you go in the US, you go from one city to another city,
Yeah.
and it's so cheap. And in Europe, you fly from one country in Europe to another country in Europe. It's so cheap. It's
yeah.
because it's just one tax.
Yes.
It's one Europe and it's one USA.
Yeah.
So here,
It's
the
different
Caribbean is
every
one.
island,
And
yes.
we feel that we're one Caribbean. However, the islands, they charge differently.
Yeah.
They charge a lot to maintain their island.
Yeah.
So it's
I guess that's what it is. Pascalle, I really enjoyed the moment, at least getting some of this information out to people. We hope that they would take full advantage of the specials, the coconut specials that you have.
Hope so too.
Just go online, folks, and everything is there. You'll be able to, those of you who hunt and search for best prices for tickets, you might be able to get some dirt cheap tickets, if I may
Yes.
call it that, for February, March, and April, you say,
And
right?
April,
All
yes.
right.
And we'll be doing that special a couple of times per year, so just stay on the lookout for it. We're going to be updating our social media to let everybody know.
Anything we can do, we're ready
Yes.
to help.
I'm going to be
So-
sitting with Mr. Moore to do some more promotions.
No problem. All right, Pascalle, thank you so much for your time and for giving us all that information. Success in what Winair is doing throughout the Caribbean region, connecting the Caribbean, which is a special feeling because that void is now filled, and that makes it easy for people to travel from island to island. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too, Mr. Moore.
All right, that's going to be it for today, Friday, folks. As we look forward to the weekend, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you would make yourself, I hope you are now informed so you could take full advantage of what Winair has to offer. From time to time, we'll invite them in so they can give more information. That's it for today. We'll see you on Monday, God's willing, when we do this all over again. So until then, enjoy the weekend. You take care. Goodbye.